How about it, y'all? This is Daniel Nicholson with Nicholson Farms. Today's going to be a little bit of a different video. We're actually doing a barbecue sale for the Newberry County Jaycees. We're an organization here in Newberry County that helps out with the community. We raise money for different organizations and groups of people, just trying to help them. But our sale is going to go to funding our projects and things like that. So I'm going to bring you with me today. We're going to show you how I cook ribs and Boston butts. And I actually already have I was running late, my camera was dead, and I had to get started. So I actually have all my Boston butts and one rack of ribs already rubbed. But my ribs that I bought have membranes on them, so I have to get those peeled off. I'm going to show y'all how to do that, and then we're going to get busy. We got to get everything rubbed. We're going to do 45 racks of ribs and then 12 Boston butts. So y'all stick with us and hope you enjoy it. Like I said, these ribs came with a membrane on. I've got a lot of them already done. Getting down to the last few that I gotta get ready right now to go on the grill tonight. But the easiest way to do this is with a paper towel, or catfish skinners work well too. But I normally go to the skinnier end of the rack of ribs. You can see it's kind of right there, and you just kind of pinch it with your paper towel and get it started working up, and then you're just gonna grab and pull. You can cook it with the membrane on, but it's gonna be a little tougher, and your seasoning's not gonna soak in on the ribs, on the inside of the ribs. So I like to pull it off. Makes it a whole lot more tender, helps it cook a little better, gets that flavor back in there a little more. So that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get these last two membranes off, and we're gonna get to rubbing these ribs, get them ready to go on the grill about 8 o'clock tonight. So we got all the membranes off. I got my rub made up. All I'm gonna do is take a little handful, shake it on the inside, rub it good. A little more. Flip it over and do the other side. And since I rubbed all my butts already, so it's the same process with them. You're just gonna make sure all the outside of that meat's covered with it. Kind of rub it down, make it stick. And that's it. So we'll set the camera up on the time lapse, and I'll show you a little bit of this. I won't bore you and show you all of it, but y'all stay tuned and we're gonna keep going. So we're starting to lose light quick, but we got all our ribs rubbed, we got all the butts rubbed, and now we're starting to fire up the grills. Already got the pellet grill going where we're going to cook a couple ribs tonight. Heating up the big grill now, and we're going to put some pecan wood in the smoker box. It's a propane grill, but we have a smoker box on the side to add that wood flavor. So we're going to get it heated up. We're starting the fire for the pecan now. We'll get that going. I'll show you all that, and after that we're going to be putting some meat on the grill. Yeah, it might get a little dark for us to be recording, but I'll try to do my best to show you all through this whole process. So putting the butt on, we got two sides of the butt. You got the top, and you got the fat cap where it's a bunch of fat. I always start with the fat cap down. It just gives you a little more insulation so you don't burn that bottom of that meat.
Put them on there, need to pick them up.
The ribs, always go ahead and put the bone side down. Kind of the same principle as putting the fat cap down on the Boston butt. Just a little less room from error.
One side of the underwear. One side of the underwear. That's cute. Paying sponsor here. Look at us. You got me on this sponsorship? Let's get on one point now. That's a grill full.
Well, I'm up and at it again this morning. Everybody else decided to sleep in. So I fixed me a cup of coffee. We're gonna get back to cooking. Kind of wanted to walk through you what happened last night. Because I did cut the camera off. It was starting to get dark. The lighting wasn't the best, and I didn't have enough people to hold a flashlight and record and everything. And we had a lot going on. So I kind of want to walk you back through what I did with my Boston butt, since I didn't record all that, and kind of my timeline of what I did last night. And so y'all saw me put the butts on. It was about 8 o'clock, and so then we cooked the butts we cooked the ribs that was on there for about 3 to 4 hours, and then we went ahead and pulled those off when they were done, and we sauced them and wrapped them in tin foil, put them in a cooler, and they continue to cook a little bit overnight. So then for the butts, about 5 hours into it, it's probably about 1 o'clock in the morning, started pulling a couple of them off whenever they started getting that color that I like, a good bark on them, and I wrap them in tin foil. And so it was about 1 o'clock in the morning before I got all those wrapped and put on the grill. At that point I felt safe. I can go lay down for a little while and take me a little bit nap. I got back up about 3:30 and started checking temperatures with my instant read thermometer by AMAGRAM. I'll leave a link to that in the description box below. But started checking internal temperatures with that, and what I'm looking for on my internal temperatures, I like to cook them in between 195 to 205 degree. I really like the 205 degree range, so I left them on there. I think I pulled the last one off about 5:30 this morning, and I went ahead and loaded the grill back up with ribs. So she's loaded now. I can get her open. We have 24 racks of ribs on here right now. I've got 3 more racks to cook. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my pellet grill fired back up. I'm gonna cook them last 3 racks of ribs, and I'm gonna patty out some sausage that I made to make us some biscuits this morning. So y'all stick with us. I gotta flip all these ribs, and I'll be sure to show you this time saucing them, wrapping them. And like I said, it's the same thing I do with my butts, but I hate that you didn't get to see it, but I'll explain it a little more when we get there. So all the meat is finally on the grill. I never thought I'd be able to say that. 45 racks of ribs is a lot of work. You add 12 butts on top of that. It's been a long night, but we're looking forward to it. We're doing it for a good cause. So pretty much everything's sold already. We got a couple extra racks, things like that. Just, I think one extra butt, just in case somebody else wants one. If not, we'll just throw it in the freezer and I'll eat it some other time. But y'all stick with us. The sausage is gonna be ready shortly. We're gonna have some good breakfast. I got some biscuits I'm about to pop in the oven, and the ribs should be done. Let's see, put them on at 5:30, so they should be done about 9:30. So we'll keep eye on them, and I'll show y'all the final step of those, and then people ought to start showing up to pick up their meat shortly. So open the grill to peek at the ribs. I think some of them are ready. I kind of wanted to show you what I look for in ribs. I mentioned earlier that I look for temperature in Boston butt and ribs. It's more of an eye test. I like to go through, and whenever that bone starts separating, that rib's done. So this one's done for sure, and several more of these are. I'm just gonna have to go through them, pull them out. I'm gonna set out some tin foil, and then I'm gonna rub them down with some barbecue sauce and wrap them up and put them in the cooler, and they'll be ready to go. Then I'm gonna set the camera up and pull a couple of these off that's ready and get them wrapped. Got a couple pieces of tin foil laid out. You can look at it. These ribs are starting to pull apart, so they're done. They're gonna keep cooking in the cooler even after I wrap them up. So I'm gonna go ahead and just baste them with my barbecue sauce. Real good. That rib is done. Wrap her up. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. We finally got done cooking. It's been a long night / day. Most people's already come and picked up their barbecue. We got a couple racks left I'll probably throw in the freezer, and me and Maddie will enjoy them later. Hope you enjoy this kind of thing, because I sure do love cooking. We do a lot of cooking, whether it's on the big grill, cooking a lot at one time, or just grilling out. Probably 3 or 4 nights out of the week, that's what we do. But if you like this video and you like content like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, the notification bell, and you'll be notified next time we post a video. And leave us a comment. We'd really like to interact with subscribers, fans, whatever it is. I don't know what to call them yet, but I really appreciate it, and we'll see y'all on the next one.